Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is March 3rd. We're back at the winery. We just were up at the woods. I got the vacuum pump running up there. We got a vacuum leak on one of the main lines, so I'm letting some vacuum try to build up so I can try to find a leak, which is pretty difficult without any liquid in the lines. The sap is not flowing up there. But we're down here at the winery. If you can hear the pump running here, we just got our lithium batteries today. So we installed them, and I got the pump turned on. I don't know if you can see it or not, but when I turned it on, we did get a little bit of a slug of something in the lines coming through, so it's working. So this first bit of sap we get here is going to go on the ground. It'll clean the lines out, and we should be good to go after that. So just wanted to give you an update, and we'll show you what's happening up at the woods when we get back up there. Well, I told you a little fib. We haven't left the winery yet, but just wanted to show you. We got the first sap of 2025 coming out the end of the tube right now. So like I said, we're going to let this run on the ground and clean out the lines, and we'll see what happens over the next couple days. It's supposed to warm up, I think, in the 40s tomorrow and the 50s on Wednesday, and we'll have to see how things go. So we're going to stay here for a few minutes and watch things, and then we're going to head back up to the woods. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of sap running. So we had this is the line that goes. There's two main lines here. This one we were getting good vacuum on. This one here yesterday goes straight back basically. I couldn't get any vacuum on it whatsoever. So I went around and checked every single spout that we did. Checked all the saddles, but because I couldn't draw any vacuum on the line, it was very difficult to find any of the leaks. You can see in there, you see the sap. Now, it's probably kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see the bubbles. But there's a column of sap from there to there, and you see the bubbles kind of going by, kind of slow, steady, and that's okay. This one here, there's no flow on at all yet. Anyway, so I got back to this one, and this was the one yesterday I found that I thought might have had a dead tap hole, but it's kind of hard to see. But I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can see it in there. It's just shooting through there, just bursts of air. So that tells us there's a leak on this line. So I followed the line back to the tree that I thought was leaking yesterday. Thought we had a bad tap hole. And this is one of the two big old trees in the woods, and we know there's some hollow spots in it and whatnot. You can see there's a hollow spot in the root there, some big cracks up the side of it. But anyway, this tap here was over here. You can see it's still weeping a little bit, and that's how little the sap's flowing today, even though it's supposed to be in the 40s. It's probably about 38 right now. Anyway, so I thought maybe there was a hollow spot there, so I moved the tap over here, and if I get really close, can you hear the vacuum? So upon inspection, and this is actually higher than what I can see on the camera, so I apologize if you can't see it. There's a crack in the top of this spout right here. If I lay my finger over it, now I'm sure you can hear it. But that is our problem, or one of our problems. So we're going to pop this spout out and replace it and see how that works. So stand by. Okay, so we got the new spout in. No more leak. I don't know if you can hear it or not hear it. And then we look in the line, And right there you got a little bit of column of sap starting to build. So because it's not shooting through there at a crazy rate, that tells me that we got that leak fixed. So we'll go back to the saddle loop here and check things out. So now, I'm still not entirely sure about this. It's hard to, I think there still might be a leak in this someplace. We're gonna wait and see what the pressure does. If we can build more vacuum in this line, I'm gonna open the line further. We got a good column of sap in there. So I'm gonna go open the line and see if we can build a higher vacuum and maybe see what we can do here. So we're already up a little bit. It's up to about 7. I'm gonna open this all the way up and see what happens here. So we'll keep you posted. So we've given it a few minutes. We're back at that same loop. And you can kind of see the sap shooting past. So there's still a leak on this one someplace, so we're gonna have to find it. Well, we're back. I didn't record it, sorry about that, but this hole was a bad hole. I don't know if it was oblong or what, but it was leaking right at the hole, so I re-drilled the tree. This hole down here will seal up after a few days and won't hurt anything, so I re-drilled it up here, and now you can see this column of sap in the drop is good. So we're going to go through and check all of these and make sure we don't have any more leaks. Alright, so we're back at the saddle loop, and as you can see, it's bouncing a little bit, but that's the pump is right here is running, but it's not shooting through there, so I think we got our leak there fixed. So we're going to keep going and see if we find any more. Alright, so we're at the back of the main line now. Rissa came out to help us check today. She's kind of taking a walk. It's hard for her to see the bubbles in the line, but she's here supporting us. That's the important part. So anyway, we're at the back of the left branch, I guess you could call it, and if you can see the vacuum gauge there, we're up to about it was 19 a second ago, so we're about at 20 now. So that tells me we are drawing good vacuum on this. Be nice to see it get up around 25. Justin's over there. Where is he? Can't find him. Oh, he's behind a tree. Justin's over there checking those saddle loops, but I think we're probably good, because if we're holding 20 inches over here, both lines are open, so we should be good. But so that's some leak checking.